You are listening to ZTO Radio.
There would never be a being, it doesn't make sense, that would create a whole bunch of shit just to judge it all the time. You know, like if you really had a problem with self-esteem and you're like, you know, I'm going to create something that is going to make me feel better about myself. Because I need it to praise me. I need this. I'm going to make a baby. You know, they'll say that I'm going to make a baby. But you had total control of how the baby comes out. Like you're doing it in a computer or something, like future sci-fi stuff. You would never be like, you know what? I'm going to give this baby the ability to hate me. Click. You know, that would never be a thing. So if there was a being that created every person, that every person would just love that being. And maybe that being would show up once in a while and go, hey guys, remember me? I'm the rock star. And you'd be like, you are the rock star, brother. And then that would be all it is. There would never be this.
Two, you would also have to, I don't know, because people buy into it at certain levels. Right. And that's the problem. Like, you can't just blanket statement say all religious people, because some people take it less seriously. And I'm so glad that my parents didn't. When I went to church, I wasn't lectured about church. I went to Bible school, but my parents didn't like, hey, you need to do this. And I'm sure if I got a high dose of that as a child, I'd be pretty impressed by it.
Right.
But what I was getting was, the space program. Right. And Dad always got me these fucking wildlife. He had I still have most of the collection of wildlife, like every living species ever. And you get the things in the mail,
the wild books or whatever they were.
Yeah. I have a whole encyclopedias over there that he bought. He had some Time magazine book thing of.
Right, they used to have that a lot.
He got them all, and I know this goes back because there's stacks of National Geographic that are from the 50s that my grandparents used to get. So I know, like, that influence was always there of, like, hey, you need to question things. You need to, you come about that at your own way.
That's what's so funny, because, like, I myself, as being like an agnostic, more of an atheist kind of person, but I'll go with agnostic.
If you were pushed against the fence, you would definitely be atheist.
Yeah, if I was in a corner, I'd be like, listen, guys, but I'm open to anything. Whatever you want to believe is fine. I don't know anything any more than anybody else. I never will be able to.
What keeps people at the agnostic level is hope.
Right.
Because everybody has hope, no matter if you believe in religion or not. You have hope.
I'm not going to say,
and of course, everybody hopes something that.
I'm not going to say there's a being that is watching over everything and judging everything. I believe in energies. There's a positive and a negative to everything. There's for every horrible murderer, there's also a wonderful person who fucking plants flowers all over the place. Yeah. You know, but being a person who's agnostic, atheist, and being married to a woman who is Christian but like relaxed, I encounter situations that are strange sometimes. Like I was talking to my boys about something, and and you know, we're not pushing religion on them, but God, it comes up just by being in the air. You know, whatever. And, you know, my kids will ask about it, and my wife will give her perspective on things, and I'll say, yeah, everybody does believe certain things, and I don't necessarily believe the same way your mom does about this. So, and we explain it to them, but then you have situations like we were talking about something, and I said, well, nobody really wants to die. And my youngest son goes, what do you mean you don't want to die? You don't want to meet Jesus? And I was like, whoa, buddy. You know, hey, I'm all for meeting Jesus. If it should so happen to be. But I don't want to die. And he's like, what do you mean you don't want to die? You don't want to meet Jesus? And I'm like, hey, man, I'm sure the dude's cool.
Everybody's getting Some nights I get drunk out at the bar with all my friends.
And other nights I use it as a crutch.
Some nights we know where we're sleeping. And other nights we just don't know at all. So if you're having one of those nights, well, you've got me to call. Some days we all just feel so lonely
and helpless and afraid of our own world.
'Cause there's people getting shot just by talking to the cops.
And I can't walk home alone 'cause I'm a girl.
Some days so hard to believe that anything is ever gonna change. But if you think like that every day, it'll all just stay the same. Someday I want my friends to be married, regardless of their spouse's genitals.
And someday I might want to have a baby, but the rights to my own body if I don't. And someday we could all call our neighbors and get rid of all the armies and police. Or maybe someday we could all just have enough to eat.
Mandy, starring Nicolas Cage.
Excellent film.
Written and directed by Panos Cosmatos.
Panos Cosmatos.
And have you guys seen Mandy?
No.
Oh my god, you got to seek it out.
Very good, thanks.
Here's the premise, okay, as best I can lay it out. Young couple living in the woods in a, like, I'd say like Washington State kind of area.
I think the whole movie's set on a different planet right now.
Okay, well, it could be, but
That's
they're
my-
in the
that's my
wilderness.
skepticism.
They are attacked by these roving band of hippies. The wife is seriously injured. That's what I'll say. I don't want to run too much. And the husband goes on a revenge kill. Okay,
And it's Nicolas Cage.
But imagine all that I said if you were on acid and you had a little scotch every 30 minutes.
When he says
yeah.
like on acid, it's not
Yeah.
like every other thing that they say is
No.
on like you're on acid.
No, right. Yeah.
There really is stuff that like clearly Panos Cosmatos has taken acid.
Yes.
Because there's like parts where, you know, faces go in and out of each other. Like weird shit that I've never seen done in films.
Like 20-minute dialogue where nobody's moving and it's just the faces going in and out.
Wow.
You know, and different
And he somehow
camera
captures
angles.
that weird echoey
Yeah.
feeling, the echo chamber effect that LSD has when you're
But
on
this movie is at its best when it's Nicolas Cage rampaging.
it. Oh yeah.
And I gotta tell you guys, come for the extreme visceral things that you'll see and feel, but stay for Nicolas Cage faces.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to preface this whole thing by saying that there is a big chunk of the movie that's kind of slow.
But it's worth it,
But you
Because it's a
will
build-up.
you will be on board. Even like I don't like that stuff, the artsy fartsy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's honed it in this movie. I feel his last film, which was Beyond the Black Rainbow, I hate.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a lot of people do like it. It's one of those you either love it or hate it movies. This one I think is also like that because I've seen people that hate this one just as much.
But they have there's a more...
The structure.
Yeah, the structure is more aligned for... It's accessible. Like Black Rainbow is like a fever dream. But this is more accessible because it has a common theme. It's just shot in that weird way. But I highly recommend it. So Mandy, that's my horror...
You came and you gave without taking.
That would have been amazing if they played that song.
They
And you sent me away.
No.
That is good. Well, before
But
we
what-
get
oh.
in for
What movies did you guys? That's what I was...
I didn't know.
No, I was just saying, like, did you have one that stuck out, or in an action genre, or
Fucking Mission Impossible 6.
dude, I still haven't seen it. I heard it's amazing. Yeah.
I have the digital, so I might have to give you my Voodoo password so you can watch it.
Nice, that'd be amazing. I love those Tom Cruise movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Tom Cruise doing nutty stuff on that capture. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, I can't even think of what I saw that I watched so many damn movies from that sort of show.
Solo,
I don't know what
a
came
Star
out
Wars story.
in 2000.
Did you see that one?
No, I did not watch that one.
Oh, okay. It's on Netflix. You have
I was
Netflix.
supposed to have you tell me about that one.
Yeah, I know.
It's good.
We
You
never
probably
did.
like it. Like if you're not like a Star Wars guy, you probably like it.
I don't know. I see it on. It's on Netflix now, right?
Yeah.
And I see it. I'm like,
But I'm just saying, like the flow of it. It's you could tell Ron Howard directed it. I guess if that's if that makes any sense.
It's more of a like action comedy. It's
Oh,
really
Like, you'd have to be a
odd
real nerd to like hate it for I don't know whatever reason. Because of course you can probably pick it apart.
I'm sure
and be like,
if I was in the right mood
this
to
is
watch
just
a sci-fi
terrible.
movie or something.
Yeah.
I'm very rarely.
But Woody
in the mood to watch
Harrelson's
sci-fi.
Woody Harrelson's really
Right.
good.
And
I'm sure it's good.
It's a standalone. You know, you don't have to know.
It'll take me a
everything.
couple years to watch. Just like Hunger Games, it took me. I was against Hunger Games to begin with, like completely. I was like, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I won't even watch it. And then I watched it, and it's good. And I liked all the movies. So once I get over my asshole phase, I'll probably be like, okay, well, I'll try these new Star Wars movies now that they're in the passé.
Little guy, I always thought maybe I could be a spaceman or something when I grow up and go to space in a rocket, but you gotta be able to see really fucking good to do that job. And so they take one look at me and say, "Oh, sorry, sir, you gotta be able to see a little better than you." I don't give a fuck.
Different.
let's say there's a killer that has a hook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you that scared of that guy? Like, just a hook, pirate hook? No, because it would take 2 fucking people to take him down, right? Like, even if he cuts me with it, I'm going to shove that up his ass, right? I'm done. Just stupid.
I fought a guy with a hook last week.
See? Happens all the time.
Let's head down into that cellar and carve ourselves a witch.
I know now that my wife has become most contrary. I fear that the only way to stop both is by the spirit of the fallen actions. Follow this representative. The best way to will enter with the afflicted. It is the desert of dawn. God over it. Shotgun pushing through her stone, scatter and break. My act is like to kill me. I've been rendered, strangles me. The virgin laughs at me. I think I killed flopping down. The book of the dead. The wages of his. With a switch
I know I'll probably die tonight. Henrietta's beneath the floor. My friends returning from the dead. I know I'll probably die tonight.
What do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby?
Yes.
After all, I'm a man. You're a woman.
Like the dragon's light to kill me. My reflection strangles me. The predator laughs at me. I think I am my victim. My victim. I think I am my victim. I think I am my victim. I think I am. I think I am my victim. I think I am. I think I am my victim. I think I am. I think I am my victim. I think I am. I think I am my victim. Found it! Go!
I first wanted to make fun of a couple of, I believe, senators. One may even be a congressman. I'm not sure. I don't do research. But we had Maureen Walsh, who is a Washington State senator, not Washington D.C.
No, the
but
state.
Washington State.
State
out
senator.
Out there where it rains and they smoke weed.
Yes, the junior varsity.
The JV of the country.
Right.
But she pissed off a lot of people off when she decided to make the comment on the Senate floor that nurses spend half their shift playing cards.
Yeah, I just hope that the nurse that she ends up with when her butt eventually dies of, I'm going to guess, diabetes, I just hope that they don't play too hard of a game and let her die. So, yeah. Really, it's one of those cases where if you're proved right, you still lose.
Here's the thing, okay? Now, I feel like I may have said this in season 1 if anybody wants to go back and listen, but this is a lesson that people apparently still haven't learned. There's certain kinds of people that you just don't fuck with. People that make your food, and people that can save your ass.
Pretty much,
I'm talking firemen, police officers, nurses, anybody that at a point can save your ass. You probably shouldn't piss them off because, well...
Anyone who's legally allowed to shove anything up your ass, I would do my best not to make them mad. Because all they have to have is a rough idea of why they're doing it, and it's going up there, all right? So maybe back-talking them, not the greatest plan you got going there. I'm just saying. Go vote on something about a library, and don't trash-talk nurses. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Then we had the hilarious, and now mind you, I'm going to say this, I know that both these examples that I'm doing are women, but they were the two easiest to find. I know congressmen say stupid shit too, but...
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis,
yeah.
let's be honest.
Peter King's still alive, so here we are.
Yeah. But we have Rashida Tlaib?
Something like that. Something like that. Tlaib.
T-I-A-I-B.
Yeah, I mean,
who decided to make a comment on a podcast that she had calming feelings about the Holocaust.
Yeah, that's not a good way to start a sentence.
And then decided to follow that up with about how her ancestors were the ones that were kicked out of their land and they lost a lot during the Holocaust.
Well, see, what I think here is she's right. She's technically right. She's talking what she's talking about.
I still believe Jews win.
Well, and no. First of all, no one won in the Holocaust. Let's call that. It's not a sports game. What I'm saying is, yes, what she's talking about was Palestine. After World War II, I have a history degree, and it specializes in World War II, so I'm a nerd. Point is,
he gets to finally use it.
Yeah, this is the second time ever. This is the second time ever. After World War II, there was the creation of Israel. Well, the creation of Israel, they displaced a lot of Palestinians. That's what she's talking about. And she's right in that. But when you juxtapose it, I don't know anybody in their right mind who says anything calming about the Holocaust, unless you're a Nazi. I think they're like really calm because they're looking back at it fondly, and then they voted for Trump. The point is, I don't think that's really a good phrase to say something like calming and Holocaust. There are certain words that should never be put in a sentence together. Calming, Holocaust, my mom, and hot. Things like that. You should never say them in a row. It just gets weird.
1963, 1970, 1977.
is my dad and my mom. I'm always there in my phone, slowly losing my soul. New York City kills me. Everyone's too pretty. Can we just go back home? Can we just go back home? Maybe I'll go to church. Hope that it still works. Miss my own youth pastor. Never felt quite the same after. I'm sorry for making you hurt. I was always kind of a jerk, but I know this isn't how things work. Can we just go back home? I would do better on my own if I could handle being alone. I would do better on my own if I could handle being alone. I would do better on my own if I could handle being alone. I would do better on my own if I could handle being alone.
Of an activity is ball shaving? Is it like if you can imagine shaving a vagina, is it equally as bad?
I can't really imagine shaving a vagina because that sounds tedious in itself with all the flaps.
There's a lot of stretching.
Yeah,
it's like a bat
lot.
wing.
Well, so think about a ball sack that's not like wet or something. It's just kind of sagging there. You have to stretch it out.
Oh God, that sounds miserable.
I've got to do a few do-overs in the shower.
Do you ever? Okay.
Have I ever cut my own scrotum shaving? Yes, I have, and it bleeds for a while.
That is not where I was going. Oh, but that's fantastic information.
Okay, yep, you know.
What I was gonna ask is, I cut my leg shaving like crazy. My vagina always seems to make it out unscathed, if you will. But do you ever shave, like you do your manscaping, and then you exit the shower, and then maybe you feel a little frisky, so you kind of have some you time, and then you realize, oh shit, I missed this whole spot. Do you go back and shave?
Yeah, if it's bad enough. If it's bad enough, I will.
What would constitute a reshaving?
Like a really long couple of hairs that I missed.
Like a couple as in like a patch? Or like there's like 4 random
There's
ones?
like 4 random hairs that are just there. Yeah, I will definitely go back and get
Because
those.
I feel like, okay, now we might be getting really into this.
Okay.
I feel like if I find a patch of unshaved hair, that's a lot easier to like either A, deal with, or B, explain, depending on if you're solo or with company.
Sure, I mean, it's just not comfortable.
Yeah, and
at
then,
that point, it's not comfortable.
Yeah, random hairs, it's like, well, fuck, I might as well take care of these while I'm at it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There's something on my foot that I was picking at. I'm
thought
sorry.
you were picking at your balls.
No, I wasn't picking at my balls.
Concerned.
No, I was not picking at my balls.
In a small black box, under miles of rock, the great processors connecting to our never the same. The day will come when he is set free, and we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. These prophecies and binary say we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. Establish the link for the eternal sake. Forever we will be downloading information the same. The day will come when he is set free, and we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. These prophecies and binary say we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. The day will come when he is set free, and we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. These prophecies and binary say we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. The day will come when he is set free, and we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. His prophecies and binary say we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. The day will come when he is set free. The day will come. We will have these chains. We will have these chains removed. His prophecies and binary say we will have these chains. We will have these chains removed.
Let's get into another clip. This one's going to be from the last Roundup Horror Show. Just a little. Let's check in with some of my favorite moments from last year. And I just have a question for you guys. Why do you suppose they had that jigsaw puzzle corpse come to life and tear the dude's dick and balls off?
Yeah, I have no.
That's like too much hot fudge on your hot fudge
Well,
sundae.
that goes into like a taking a supernatural turn. The last 2 seconds of the movie.
I think they did it because it was right.
I mean, it was a good scene.
It's like I would, if I wrote that movie like that, if I ended up with a movie all the way up to the end, and I was like, what's the right way to end this?
Blow it out the ass.
It's like
just blow it out the ass.
That's the right way to end it.
Episode 16.
God, I want some Taco Bell. It's gonna be good. Doritos Locos. Oh shit!
Oh, they got the naked chalupas.
I want my regular chalupa.
No, naked chicken chalupa.
Number 6 with 2 chili cheese burritos.
Add beef. What? Beef to the naked chicken chalupa with the lava sauce.
The best part of the chalupa is the shell.
Martha brought
Why are
me
you gonna
some
take that
shit
shell
that
away?
had fucking Fritos in it. I was
Fuck
like,
you, Jared.
get out of here.
Why are you?
The best part of the chalupa is the fried shell.
Yeah, and now it's
Why you
even
gonna take
better
it-
because it's made of chicken.
No, it's not the same.
That's gonna be a hard shit.
It doesn't have the fried shell.
You enjoy your shell. I'll enjoy my chicken.
I get it with chicken.
It's just chicken with meat inside of the chicken?
There's no meat inside of it. It's just like a fried chicken patty with
It's
the chalupa.
stupid.
I get beef inside of it.
It all tastes the same no matter what form it comes in anyway.
Welcome to the last Roundup Horror Show. I'm Frank. This is Jason.
I'm Jared.
It's Jared. He
I
likes
cut
the
you
naked.
off.
He'll have a naked chalupa, please. And we're talking about movies. We're talking about movies here. We got 3 of them again, and some other fun things. Up first, we're going to talk about my unfortunate choice of boys.
Why you say unfortunate?
Because it's not. I don't feel it's a good review.
Well,
for
let's
the
go.
show.
Let's go ahead. Come on.
I picked Boys in the Trees based solely on some artwork I saw. Some of it looked like it was the sequel to Twilight, and some of it looked pretty cool. The summary for this movie is: on Halloween 1997, 2 estranged teen skaters embark on a surreal journey through their memories, dreams, and fears. Written by Nicholas Verso and just directed by him as well. Just for fun, I looked at the tags for this movie, and here are some of my favorite plot keywords that you can find this movie for. They'll just go along with it. They're tags. Halloween costume, skateboarding, wolf mask, wolf costume, estranged friend, sitting in a tree, internet porn, drinking vodka from the bottle, teenage drinking, watching porn on the internet, dial-up connection, teenage friends, rekindling friendships, shirtless male. Would you think that... Do they drink vodka out of a bottle?
Yeah.
Do people search for that to find movies?
Where's the porn come in at?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
remember.
Just because they're teenagers? Or it's just a given that porn's in
Well,
their
it's
life.
1997. If there was internet porn in this movie,
dial-up.
It was like waiting 5 minutes for a picture.
A little bit at a time.
Yeah, you can see oh yeah, they're coming now. Here's the boobs.
ASL, please.
By the time you get a full thumb in there, you're done anyways. Shutting it off.
Oh, it's so good.
You don't make it past the navel.
One of the basically what happens in this movie is that there's this kid who's he's not a good kid. None of these kids are good kids, and they're fucking with this other kid, this other little nerdy kid.
The good kid. He's a good kid.
He's a good, but he seems
There's
like he's a
two
lot
good
younger
kids.
than them. Evidently,
No, he's just smaller.
Yeah, he's just a small kid. But but they fuck with
I
him.
think he's a lot younger now. He's small. Yeah, he's
a small good kid.
They fuck with him so bad. They're throwing birds at his windows. They're fucking terrorizing this kid. They punch him in the face, take his picture, hang up all over town. Did you guys have any nostalgia with this at all? Because we were like
For
teenagers.
Sure. The soundtrack was on point.
Like like teenagers.
And one thing, it seemed like in most movies, like when they try to put rock and heavy metal, it doesn't fit or feels forced.
Right.
This felt good. It was natural. Like anytime a good song came on, it was just,
it
was
wasn't
perfect.
It wasn't really nostalgic for me because I wasn't into.
Oh, I was listening
Bullying.
to all that shit.
No, any of the music.
I was listening.
I was into bullying.
I was listening to all that fucking shit though.
No, all the music in it. I mean, they really did do a great job with the soundtrack, but it wasn't like I didn't. Wasn't
it's
what
it's just the era.
Even if
you've heard those songs,
yes,
almost every day, whether you
right.
like
even
the
if you
bands or
didn't
not.
like that music, think about horror movies that were made during that time. They would have that shit on the soundtrack. They'd sell you the soundtrack at the fucking before the movie, in a bunch of ads. But it was that was a highlight for me. There's a lot of nostalgia. I think I connected a lot with the main character because he was like our age, not because of anything else that was going on.
Because of that time, Frank one time abandoned his friend when a group of bullies.
Let's be honest, everybody's abandoned friends.
It kind of is like that. Yeah, you kind of did abandon
Well, I didn't abandon them. They just
then he went off and didn't he shoot someone in the Navy or something?
No, I'm not going to talk bad about. He's got a hard enough life as it is.